What does Infatuation, Grace Dent and Harden's all have in common? They love the homies on donkeys as much as we do. So today we want to meet Chef Smokey and Sandra, who want to take you behind the scenes to find out why this place is one of London's best Mexican restaurants.
Me as a chef personally, I take scientific approach to cooking.
People just come into an environment like this, great music, eating with their hands, getting messy.
It's serious cooking on a very not serious environment.
So we're here with Sandra and Smokey, the people behind Homies on Donkeys. So for those people who don't know the Homies on Donkeys, which I cannot believe why, tell us all the story of how you ended up here in Leytonstone.
We opened Homies on Donkeys in a very small stall inside Wood Street Market in Leytonstone about 7 years ago.
In 2017.
In 2017, like with basically nothing, like 2 cookers from 1989. A lot of passion, a lot of knowledge, and with a super Mexican DIY attitude. And it blew up. So basically, we became quite famous quite quickly in the community, even though at the time Leytonstone was going through a little transformation, and that catapulted us to TV, being on the BBC, winning food competitions, and basically after 6 years or so, we outgrew the space.
When you were closing down and you were getting ready to close, and I was like looking on Instagram and that, and it was just like people almost like when Take That decided to split up, and it was like, we can't believe you're leaving Walthamstow, why are you going to Leytonstone? Like it was unbelievable, wasn't it?
You can put this on a plate and it will cost you 30 pounds, but if you put them on a tortilla, it becomes a taco, and then people expect them to be a little bit cheaper. For the sake of the economy, we're gonna make this into a taco. Kids, don't try this at home. I can touch this plancha with my bare hands. I'm a trained chef, I'm also Mexican.
And then you set up the store we're in now, in Leytonstone. First brick and mortar. Yes. Big decision.
Yeah, big, scary, big
Very
decision,
scary.
but very scary. Definitely having a good team who has done it before, it helped a lot.
I really don't know what we would have done if we hadn't met you, because the kind of whole concept of putting together a forecast, understanding how we could scale up a business was just experience that we didn't have. So even though like physically opening up was really, really tough, I think that we wouldn't have been able to do it if we also had to learn the other side from the ground up.
The most important skill is managing. You know, you could be the greatest chef, but if you don't have the managerial skills, it's very difficult to make it. This is the actual portion that we serve here at Homies. So, yeah, we're not that kind of that type of restaurant where you just get like a sample of the taco. We give it the real thing.
So the other reason probably that it's so busy is when it opened, Grace Dent came in. She loved it, out of the blue, opening night. That was nice. She did another review, went really well. Infatuation, top 100 new restaurants, Harden's. Like there's been some big stuff.
I watched the season 2 of The Bear, and watching that, it was like our life story, because it was like a little sandwich shop. It closed down, they opened a restaurant, now they need to get a team. I'm probably gonna spoil this if people haven't watched The Bear, but at the end of the 2nd season, ends up being reviewed by one of the biggest food critics. And I knew exactly how that felt, because we knew she had been to the restaurant, and for 3 weeks, the stress of like, oh my God, is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad?
Her review also dropped on the 3rd of June, which is our like Homies anniversary. So that was like a pretty big thing. And over the next 6 months, we just saw a stream of people coming in because of the review that would have never come to Homies.
Beautiful caramelization, look at this, yeah? This is why you wanna come and try this type of dishes in a restaurant, because realistically speaking, who has time to cook this 3 times at home, right? You just wanna eat something quick. If you come to Homies on Donkeys, try any of our veggie options, because that's also the true measure of a chef, is like what he can do with vegetables. And obviously we have plenty for the meat eaters. The steak, the way we do it is unique. So we are located in Leytonstone High Road, a massive, colorful building full of graffiti and color,
Inside
which
and outside.
mysteriously is difficult to find for any Amazon driver because they always miss it. But if you are on the high road, there's no way you can miss this building. If I can leave you with one piece of advice, remember this: sizers, there are many. Life, there is one. So eat all the tacos while you can.
Brilliant. Awesome. Where did that come from at the end? I thought we were doing directions and then all of a sudden this like philosopher comes out. It was like, boom!
Yeah.
This is the original way that we cook steaks here at Homies on Donkeys. I gotta say, I've never seen anyone cooking steak like this. And it has every single layer of taste that you would want in a piece of food. And the steak is, you know, what if I say it, but it's perfectly cooked.
There's no cutlery in Homies on Donkeys, so forgive me, but I'm just gonna go straight in. You're not gonna want to miss this. So good. Get yourself down here because this is worth the trip to East London. Even the jalapeno's good.